why did you guys choose to register to vote?
For me, it was because on campus, like, they were pushing it on campus, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I might as well register to vote, and it was convenient.
Yeah.
Like, I've never not registered, but because it's more convenient, it's just like, all right,
So you're both registered to vote in Orange County?
I am.
I'm from Colorado, so I registered to vote in my county there, which is Arapahoe County. I think it's important to vote. I think it's sort of the only expression that we have. So,
Why did you choose to register in Colorado and not here in Orange County?
because I'm what?
Yeah, because you're
'Cause
not
I'm from
you're-
Colorado.
She doesn't go to school here.
Oh, you don't go to school?
Yeah,
She's
maybe I
not
should have
Japanese.
clarified that.
That's okay.
But you can answer.
I
Yeah.
You
I'm
can answer
Japanese.
too. No, but you guys both. Okay, cool. So, why do you guys think it's important to vote? And do you want your peers to vote if they don't know what they're voting for?
Well, absolutely not. I think it's really important to have an informed, attentive public.
That's-
But unfortunately, it's sort of a minority that actually know what the issues are, and actually, I'm all about having any opinion you want to. I believe in like getting your voice heard, but I think a lot of people don't actually know what they're voting for, and it's rare to have an attentive public that's really in tune with the issues of like the policy elites or whatnot, and most of them are just the masses, I think, unfortunately.
I don't know if they did this in Colorado, but in North Carolina, and this really bugs me, is just you vote like Democrat or Republican, and it's the straight through ballot, and it does
Yeah.
everything one way, and that is
Yeah.
really bad things. Because like, if you don't know, like, I mean, I wasn't sure on all the things that I was voting for, so I left some of them blank. Because like, if I don't know about the issue and if I don't know about the candidate, like, I don't want to put somebody in office that goes completely against my belief
Yeah.
just by ignorance.
How do you think to make people more attentive to politics? And why do you think people aren't that interested or are uninformed?
I think that when you have things like entertainment media, like even Fox News, which is very prone to be conservative, and then other news stations that are really prone to be liberal, like you just have everything divided into this bipartisan, and there's just so much more than that. But entertainment media, like the premise is obviously to entertain and to sort of mobilize and garner as much support as you can. So you have snippets of things that are going on in the political arena versus like really what's going on. That's why I think it's so important to look at BBC and CNN daily, read The Economist, read different sources. I think that's just the problem, is that we're much more prone to read like Perez Hilton about celebrities or tune into Fox for like a couple of minutes and get the little news clips that in no way are reflective of what's going on in the deeper issues.
So do you think it's more of a time element rather than people not caring?
I don't know if it's a time element as much as what we choose to do with our time. The majority is not to be informed about the things going on in the socioeconomic realm and the political realm. Like I think that because our time, I guess time is precious or whatnot, like a lot of people choose to divert it into the wrong things. What do you think? You disagree?
I mean, no, I don't disagree at all, but I just think when you have what's available relative to like news versus media or like entertainment media,
Yeah.
like, there's not a lot of news out there. Like I'm sure if you limited like television stations to only be news stations, people would still watch them. But like,
Yeah. I think we don't have I think journalism has sort of changed in the sense of like really getting hard news and going into the field and really researching, investigating, scrutinizing, and coming back. I think right now it's much easier to like sit in Washington and then to make these overarching claims about what's going on abroad. I don't know. I think that journalism has sort of changed over the years.
and local issues are ignored a lot more. Like, I mean, I watch the local news station daily because
Yeah.
I like it. News 14 Carolina. But they don't even touch on the issues that would be things that we would vote on. They touch on like what emergency news wherever. Like last night there was a storm, people died. Like they don't deal with the voting issues.
So you think it's definitely more of a result of what the media chooses to cover rather than people not really caring as much?
I think it's a little bit of both, definitely. I think it's us, and I think it's also them. I think it's, yeah. And it's different when you live in a first world country, when you live in like the U.S., which is hegemonic superpower. Like we're not concerned as much. I mean, and I say we're, and I'm not saying everyone obviously, but I think we don't have to deal with the day-to-day issues that a lot of the rest of the world does, and so it's much easier to separate ourselves and have that sort of disconnect.
Are there any questions you guys have about the upcoming elections this fall, both state and local and congressional?
What is being voted on today? I walked by the planetarium this morning and they had they had signs to come in and vote. So I didn't think anything was actually occurring
I
today.
think today's prime. It might be
That's what I thought, but it wasn't.
Okay.
Primaries.
Well, yeah. Do you want to talk about it a little bit? I guess let's go with like every.
you guys. Well, I just don't. You guys don't really know.
And then like and then at one point when
Nope.
I got like really into ice cream, and then like he looked at front and was doing
Anything about
Is this like North
It's
Carolina?
local, yeah, it's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one I'm not really.
Did not see anything on local elections today. That's what I was wondering.
Have you guys seen anything kind of in general about the voting for the fall?
I've
Is there
seen.
anything you know about what will be happening this fall, really, based on what you've seen on television and other media outlets?
I've seen a few campaigning things going on, but that's about it. Like, I don't think people have started to really focus on it quite yet because everybody's stir crazy about the healthcare bill and how that's going to affect everything, so they just disregard what actually matters, which is the local level, because that's what's going to directly affect them in the long run.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much on it.
And I'm guilty of this too, of like, Colorado, I know a bit what's going on in Colorado local politics, but like I'm much more like national, international, in tune with that, and I think a lot of it is that is what makes the news more. So.
Great.